I don't like to delve too much into the old chess. Chess is no good, and it hasn't been a good game objectively for 150 years. It's a joke. My beef...
Okay, Bobby. I just want to get your take on this game played between Bill Gates and Magnus Carlsen. And how do you feel about Magnus Carlsen as a world champion? I really want to get your take.
Yeah, no, he's a great dancer, but I will match his musical knowledge any day. But that's my impression, you know?
Well, Bobby, I like how you avoided discussing chess with that answer. Poor Magnus Carlsen, he looks really bored right now. Hey, what is it that makes for a really good chess player, Bob?
Well, it's some kind of spatial perception. You see in your mind's eye that when you make this move, I mean, if you made this move, it'll be there, and he makes this move, it'll be there. You just sort of see the position as it could be if he moves.
Now, Bob, I know you're an expert on pretty much everything, and I assume under that umbrella of everything is mental health. So I just wanted to get your take on this guy.
We have to go from rapidly rising to falling and falling all the way to zero. This equation has four factors, a little bit of multiplication. So you've got a thing on the left, CO2, that you want to get to zero, and that's going to be based on the number of people, the services each person's using on average, the energy on average for each service, and the CO2 being put out per unit of energy. So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. That's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population.
Man is mentally ill. There's no question he's mentally ill, in my opinion.
Okay, Bob, let's take a look at their game.
Stupid.
So the stupid moves are 1e4, 1 knight c6 for black, played by Magnus Carlsen. White then went knight f3, and Magnus went d5.
They're total nonsense.
Yeah, Bob, Bill Gates's moves leave a lot to be desired. 3 bishop d3 is not such a great move. Magnus's knight f6, however, was pretty good. So we had e4, knight c6, and then we have the moves knight f3, and then d5. And then we had the atrocious bishop d3, which we'll see momentarily here. This is not such a great move, of course, because it ends up blocking in the d pawn with the bishop, and it's not a good developing square for that piece.
They're total nonsense. Or if you got to be very, the most innocent reply can actually get you into trouble.
I agree with you 100%, AI Bobby Fischer. After we had 3 bishop d3, knight f6, we have the move 4 e takes d5, which helps develop the queen. Queen takes d5. And obviously, Magnus is going to play for a crushing win. He's not going to worry about playing the most sound moves in this position, because he is, after all, playing Bill Gates, who's not even playing at 1600 level. I'd probably rate him at about 1200.
Stupid.
That's a little harsh, Bobby. That's a little harsh.
Yes. Normally, when you're a stooge, you will try to hide it, right? Stupid.
Come on, Bob. Anyways, 5 knight c3, 5 queen h5. Black is setting up an attack on the king's side and is looking forward to good prospects over there. The move 6 castles kingside by Bill Gates is just castling into the attack. Really bad idea. And then, of course, we have bishop g4. And it's on like Donkey Kong. And h3 was played.
But that's my impression, you know?
So, Bobby, based upon the quality of Bill Gates's chess moves, what do you think of him as a person?
It has no right to exist.
Dude, what is with the aggro? Let's just focus on the game, okay? So, after pawn takes bishop, knight f takes g4, setting up a classic trap here. Deadly stuff, threatening a mate on h2 after knight takes f3.
Ridiculous.
And what is going to happen here? What do you think, Bobby?
Stupid. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it basically looks like Bill Gates resigned there. He just played the move that allowed the mate. There was no way of stopping the checkmate anyways, though.
Great, yeah.
So the final moves were 7h3, knight e5, 8, h takes g4, knight f takes g4, 9, knight takes e5, queen h2, checkmate. Bobby, how would you do against Bill Gates, I'm wondering? How do you think you would do as opposed to Magnus here?
Oh, I think I'll beat him, much more easily. There's no question about it in my mind. The best, definitely.
One last question for you, Bobby. Is Bill Gates cool?
Does he's sick. He's a sick bastard.
CBS Health Watch, sponsored by Pfizer.